There's a question that nobody asks out loud, but everyone in this room knows deep down. What are limited partners really betting on when no venture capitalist dares to say it straight? Because here's the brutal truth. The game as it's played now, the polished pitches, the hype, the careful promises, they're all distractions. The real action, the real advantage, is hidden beneath layers of noise, smoke, and mirrors. You feel it, don't you? That gnawing weight of frustration when your capital moves, but the returns feel stuck in slow motion. When you watch fund after fund chase the same shiny startups, the same buzzwords, and you wonder, where's the edge? Why does it feel like you're constantly buying what everyone else is selling? Like you're trapped in a carousel that keeps spinning but never taking off. That pain, it's real. It's the sharp sting of seeing system after system recycle the same ideas, same founders, same strategies. And somehow you're expected to trust that this time it'll be different. That this time the big score is just around the corner. But you've been around long enough to know how easily that hope can turn into dust. Here's where most people stop and settle for a version of safety that isn't real safety at all. They lean into comfort. They believe the public story. Scale is king. Follow the herd. Bet on brand names. Bet on the unicorn. But deep down, it's killing you. Because the comfort they're selling isn't freedom. It's a cage made of hype and conformity. You're not here for that. You're not built for that kind of easy complacency. You're wired differently. You're awake to the fact that real power, real breakthroughs, happen where the noise ends, in the place no one dares to reach. You're looking for what's beyond. Now imagine this. What if the best bets aren't the ones shouted from the rooftops? What if the real winners are hiding in plain sight, in spaces so unconventional, so deliberately off radar, that most VCs won't touch them, not because they aren't promising, but because they break the rules? Think about it. The funding landscape is littered with the safe, the familiar, the comfortable, but the huge wins. They come from the chaos, the discomfort, the places that force everyone to rethink everything they think they know. That's where you need to be looking. Right where the system resists. Right where it's asking you to choose between convenience or transformation. Here's the raw truth. LPs who want to beat the noise have to get obsessed with the edges. The startups chasing obvious problems might pull small wins, but the real breakthroughs, those initiatives releasing explosive growth, are solving problems most won't admit exist. They're shifting entire industries with ideas that sound crazy at first. Ideas that require patience, commitment, and guts to hold on to when others bail out. You already know the old models don't serve you anymore. The overhyped synergy stories, the predictable pitches, those are distractions. What you need is perspective from beyond the bubble. You need to get comfortable with discomfort, to bet on transformation, not iteration. And here's the catch. Nobody will hand you the map. The biggest secrets won't come in quarterly reports or glossy pitch decks. They come from a different posture, from insisting on a deeper understanding, from hunting patterns where others see random noise, from trusting intuition honed by experience, and a refusal to settle for lukewarm promises. Those who win don't spend their time chasing everyone else's narratives. They refuse to follow the crowd. They develop a radar for founders who burn bright enough to question everything. Founders who don't just fit into existing categories, but redefine them. These are the ones changing the rules quietly, but with unstoppable force. You know this isn't about volume, it's about precision. It's about tuning in to those rare leaders with the vision, resilience, and humility to go beyond the moment, shaping futures nobody else sees yet. They're not loud, but their impact roars. The challenge here isn't just to find such opportunities, it's to believe in the patience it takes to see them through. The biggest returns don't come overnight. They require a rare type of endurance, a kind of stubborn faith. The kind that knows when to hold steady while others panic. The kind that understands your best move is sometimes to simply wait. And when that patience pays off, it doesn't just show up in your portfolio. It breaks open new possibilities for you personally, for the founders you back, for every system you touch. So, what does betting on what no VC will admit really mean? It means shifting focus from surface metrics to underlying transformation. From chasing hype to championing authenticity. From seeking consensus to embracing contradiction. It means rejecting the idea that success looks like what it always has, and daring to be part of what success could look like when liberated from old scripts. This isn't a tactic anyone hands out in a newsletter. It's a mindset that comes from seeing through the illusion of safe bets, from grasping that freedom, the real freedom to create impact and legacy, is born when you invest in the uncomfortable, the unorthodox, the unapologetic. This is the space where real LPs live, the ones fueled by questions no one dares ask, the ones who understand that the best calls don't come from consensus, but from carving new paths. They make quiet waves because they know transformation grows in places the crowd ignores. So, don't settle for what everyone else is chasing. The next big thing isn't out there, waiting on a launch pad to cheerlead for you. It's out there because it's not popular yet, because it unsettles, because it demands more. And here's the secret to finding it. Invest in founders who burn so fiercely they aren't willing to wait, who refuse to rest on safe assumptions, the ones obsessed with unlearning. What the world says is impossible. These founders aren't just building companies. They're rewriting what reality means for entire industries. Backing them won't be easy. It won't come with comforting numbers or neat reports. It will test your courage, your patience, your vision. But what it offers in return is the kind of liberation that transforms investment from mere capital allocation into an act of rebellion. A rebellion against mediocrity, against the safe story, against the slowed heartbeat of status quo. And here's what that means for you. Your role is not to play safe or small. It's to choose. Choose fiercely. Choose clearly. Choose to unlock the power that comes when you stop buying illusions and start betting on essence. On those few who bend reality, burn past limits, and bring new worlds into being. You're not just an investor. You're a liberator, a game changer, a seeker of the extraordinary hidden beneath the noise. Don't settle for less. Don't listen to the easy answers. The freedom you crave, the impact you want, the legacy you're building, they all depend on your willingness to dive into the unknown with unshakable conviction. Remember, the system was never built to serve those who dare break it. But those are the ones who win. Those are the ones rewriting what's possible. So ask yourself, what are you willing to risk to uncover the bets no one else will admit? Because the moment you embrace that question, you step off the carousel. You step into a new world where true freedom lives, not in comfort or conformity, but in the courage to become.